everybody, my name is Eric Hopkins and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're finding me for the very first time, please click that like and subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get all the notifications about when I put up new content right here on this channel. So a little less than 2 months away or so, we're going to be getting back to NFL football. And I know some people don't want to watch NFL football right now for a lot of different reasons because of certain things that are going on off the field. But I myself personally like to put those things aside, and I still enjoy the game of football for what it is. And obviously I don't really care for like all the player drama and things like that either. I like watching the game. So I am very much excited. And obviously if you know me at all, I am a very big Indianapolis Colts fan. And they've been my favorite team since about 2005 or so, in the height of the Peyton Manning era. And of course we got Andrew Luck a few years later. And of course Peyton went on to win another Super Bowl in Denver. He won us a Super Bowl here in Indianapolis as well, and I'm very much grateful for that. I'm looking forward to the Colts getting back to the big game, hopefully in the near future. I think they've got the team to possibly do it in the next few years as long as they are able to play their cards right. It all depends on Carson Wentz. I know a lot of people are a little iffy about him at this point, but I think as long as he can stay healthy, he could have another MVP caliber season. He's got a great defense around him, a great running game. He's got some serviceable receivers. I'd like to see them maybe bolster that position a little bit here with T.Y. Hilton possibly going into his final season. But the run game is great with Jonathan Taylor, Marlon Mack making a return. Hopefully he'll be able to run the rock as well. Nyheim Hines proved last year he could do it as well. We've got a great core there with even Jordan Wilkins back there as well. And of course, we've got a great offensive line to go with all of that stuff from the get-go. So I think this is going to be another good season. However, looking at the schedule, and this is what the video is actually going to be about, I want to discuss what I think is going to be my most anticipated game for 2021. So let's go over here and check out the Colts schedule here. Obviously, this is going to have the preseason in it as well. Only 3 weeks in the preseason this year. Obviously, for the Colts, it's going to start on Sunday, August 15th, at home against the Carolina Panthers. And then we go to Minnesota and Detroit to round out the preseason, and then we get a week off before the opener on Sunday, September 12th. Regardless of the schedule here and what you might think about it, I think this is going to be a rather tough schedule. While I'm excited for the Colts to have another good season, I think this year is not going to be easy. We've got a lot of tough games, and the first game, especially with the Seahawks, is definitely going to, be a good litmus test to see where this Colts team currently is, because they're going to have a high caliber team making the trip to Indianapolis. And of course, there's a lot of good games here, but I want to focus on what I believe to me are the top two. And I think I'm going to make a decision, and I already know pretty much who my most anticipated game is this year, but I wonder if you guys feel the same way. Obviously, getting the bye late in the year is going to be a bit of a switch as well. And of course, we're going to be getting 4 primetime games, but only one of them is at home on Thursday Night Football against the New York Jets. So the Colts not getting a whole lot of respect when it comes to primetime games at home. So hopefully this year they will go out and earn that respect. I think they deserve it already, but it's a small market. I understand there's more popular teams out there, but I think the Colts, as long as they, put their nose to the grind here, I think they could, earn the respect of the league in general. And hopefully next year we'll get a lot more of those. Obviously, if you go far to the playoffs, you win a Super Bowl or something like that, you're definitely going to get the attention. I'm not saying the Colts are ready for a Super Bowl run necessarily. I hope so, but I think that they have the pieces in place to do so. They built the right way through the draft. They've got the right players they need to plug in these pieces in free agency. They haven't gone out and made the big splash like the Julio Jones trade that was going around in rumors, but I think that's going to be okay. Hopefully we've got the guys to cover him, though, since he did go to Tennessee. But that notwithstanding, the 2 games that I'm looking forward to most this year, and then I'll tell you my number one. Obviously, it's always a rivalry, whether or not you could call it a rivalry in some instances because the Colts have struggled against them historically. New England and the Patriots are going to be coming to Indianapolis, I believe, it's either Saturday, December 18th, or Sunday, December 19th. They haven't quite determined that yet. Obviously, they want to see, where certain primetime games are going to line up and things like that later in the year. So maybe we could get flexed into a primetime game. I don't know. But the Patriots will be coming off their bye that week, as well as the Colts will be coming off a bye going into that week. So it's going to be a test of wills between Frank Reich and Bill Belichick. Obviously, the Patriots did not do very well last year. They had some struggles with Cam Newton at quarterback and a lot of young talent who they've not really grown into their football shoes, so to speak, or their cleats. So hopefully, I don't want to say I hope they have a better year, because obviously I hope they don't. I hope they finish last in the league, because I'm not a fan of New England. They've tormented the Colts over the years, and I guess you could call me a little bitter. I don't know. But part of me just wants to see New England get their butt stomped every time we play them, and hopefully this time will be no different. And to piggyback off of that thought, so New England is my second most anticipated game of the year. My number one anticipated game of this year is when the Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to Indianapolis at 1 p.m. on Sunday, November 28th. I believe that is Thanksgiving weekend. That game, it is a must-watch for me, so I hope my family is ready for me to sit my butt in front of the couch for a couple hours, because Tom Brady is coming to town for what may possibly be Tom Brady's last visit to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis as a football player here, leading the champion Buccaneers into town. Again, this is a good litmus test for the Colts. Anytime Tom Brady plays Indianapolis, I want to see Tom Brady fail and lose. Nothing against the guy personally. I mean, I have no problem with the guy. I'm just not his greatest fan. Obviously, he is considered the greatest of all time when it comes to football circles. I don't necessarily disagree with that. It's kind of hard to argue that point at this point, but personally, I just want to see the guy lose when he plays us, for sure, just because all the times I've had to sit there and watch him beat us over and over again. So call me bitter, I suppose. I really don't hold any grudges or anything like that, but it's just fun. It's kind of like watching professional wrestling. You want to have a villain that you root against, or any good movie for that matter. I mean, nobody wanted to see Thanos win. We all rooted against him to lose in Avengers Endgame and Infinity War, correct? It's sort of the same thing with me. He's my current villain of the NFL that I want to see not win, mainly because he's won so much. I'm kind of sick of seeing it, but that's just my opinion. But that is my most anticipated game for 2021. But let me know, what do you guys think about the Indianapolis Colts schedule for 2021? Fantasy football is also right around the corner. I've got to get that going as well. Are you guys in any fantasy football leagues? How do you guys do? You any good? I'm a 3-time champion at my work league, the only 3-time champion ever. So I like to tout that and rub it into all the current players that are against me in the league as well. But comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about the most anticipated Colts game of 2021. What's your most anticipated game? Are you looking forward to the season? And do you think the Colts are ready to go to the big dance? Comment down below. Let me know. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you get all the notifications about when I put up new content right here on this channel. And until my next video, guys, take care.